The one other name that I've seen linked is Voltemada from Stuttgart.
Stuttgart, yeah.
And I was asking Josh Philly
Baltimore.
Marks, who's a Stuttgart
Apparently he's
supporter
magic.
as well. And I've watched a few of his highlight reels, which are obviously spectacular.
Oh man!
But
I don't know.
I put a Sean Longstaff highlight. What I want somebody to do is collate a low lights reel,
Low lights.
so you can see what they're like when they're shit.
Yeah. And by the way, I saw online that Brazilian Rodrigo was that would be open to go into Tottenham. Why couldn't we get in there? What? There ain't nothing different from Tottenham than us. No, there isn't. Just to see, you never know. Right now, we have money to spend. We might have money just to spend one time, but we got money to spend on this guy. And now the salary might be an issue, but you never know. He can play center forward and on the wing. I've seen him play center forward many times before they got Mbappe. And so listen, man, just do something, man. I don't know. I'm truly mad.
One of the real problems at the minute is that seems to be the attitude. Just do something. And by just doing something and going for second best instead of best, it might seem great now, but in 6 months' time, is it going to seem as great?
We're not there yet, are we? It's not like
I don't think we're there yet.
I know exactly what Chris meant, which wasn't that. It's like something needs to happen. Because you've kind of got three deadlines. You've got the one that passed, which was when they come back together for pre-season training. That's when Eddie Howe wanted people. We got Anthony Elanga, great, but then everything's gone to shit since then. The next deadline is Aston Villa.
First day of the season, yeah.
Yeah, and you need a team for that. You need a better team than what we can currently muster because we don't have a striker. And then you've got the deadline of the very end of the transfer window. And it's not at the point where we need to be desperate, but
you don't think we need to be desperate?
You can see it coming. You can see desperation coming over their eyes.
Well, I think we are desperate because at best, we're going to be the same as last season. At best.
I'm going to say, I think we're worse, if I'm honest with you.
Well, what I'm saying...
There's room to improve on that. We're behind last season because we've lost Longstaff, Wilson, and only brought in Elanga.
No, well, so you can lean towards worse. So but if you keep Isak, at least we'll have to see what his mental state is. But you needed three signings. And you were wasting all this energy on just getting a replacement for Isak it's going to be a gamble just like anything else because you don't know that he's going to give you the performances that Isak gave you. But at the end of the day, you can't. You got to do something if he leaves, obviously. But but we're wasting all this energy and time on replacing Isak. It's going tits up, man. I'm telling you, it's going tits up.
Like I say, I quite like looking at body language when during controversy, if you like, and I haven't really seen anything positive from any of the lads that have given interviews so far. It's very scripted, very much, PR biased towards, well, he's like Wayne was saying before, the Trippier conversation. Well, Isak's back home, nursing this thigh injury. He'll be back with us as soon as he's fit. And you're like, you just get sick of the BS now. It's been BS for a long time, and I as much as I hate to start saying, there is a point where the club has to get a shake from the top down, and it needs redressing, and it needs somebody in there at the helm that can sort the issue out. Now, like I say, if Eddie's got too much power, then somebody's given them too much power. If it was Paul Mitchell that had the power, somebody gave you that amount of power. And this is what I said. You're never, ever going to get a correct running of a club at any level unless it's not run right at the top. And at this present moment in time, we need a shake from the top down because we are literally, I think we're running blindfolded at the minute. You've got players, you've got two members of staff, just two members of staff here dealing with contract talks. Very well. Steve Nixon's got a bit of body about him, but Andy Howe's got very little experience.
Man, I saw his picture yesterday, and I thought, what the hell is going on? He looked like Jamie's son, man. I mean, I was like, yeah, if this guy is talking to my agent, come on, man. It's not even serious, man. I mean,
I think the scouts, aren't they? And all these deals that get reported, they're kind of agreeing it with the player, aren't they? The player's always like happy with what it's just getting it with the club. There's no one to talk club to club.
When I
keep looking every day on X or whatever's your poison and thinking we need a good news story. We need, you know, some sort of resolution of the Isak situation. We need a signing to come in. We need a chief executive. We need a sporting director. They know who they are, don't they? The names are out there.
Of course they do. The names are there.
Who's going to do it?
Yeah.
Get them in there, and we need the pieces to start falling into place.
Maybe Al Rumayyan's visit is going to consolidate all that as well. Maybe that's
man, he's going to have to.
Maybe that's one of the reasons that he wants the head-to-head with Eddie.
He's going to need to, because it also seems
Put
like
him in the picture, and then no doubt he'll have the conversation with Eddie. By the way, this is the way it's going to be from now on.
Do you know what? I don't think you need Eddie Howe in that conversation.
Ooh.
Like, it's kind of you just say it like, do you want to keep Isak? Are you happy keeping Isak? They need to sort out a contract situation, and that's not really. No. That's not got anything to do with Eddie Howe. It's between the board and Isak.
I think that's spot on, but there's people that like Wayne that wants Howe to have every single final say on everything.
Well, that's what he's saying. But what Jamie's saying there is that's what Romain will say to him. Do you want to keep him or do you want rid of him?
Well, you've only got to look at the Marikana situation, haven't you, at Forest? You know,
he put everybody aside and said, "I'm not talking to this lad.
It's me and you." And I mean, that's why I put that picture with Marikanas with his knife up his back. You know, it's like it's a case of, you know, and even when Morgan Gibbs White, did you see the interview Morgan Gibbs White did to the press?
Oh boy, he was.
Marikanas was stood right by the side of him. He was just looking at him with daggers, man.
He was an altar boy, man, the whole time.
Absolutely. Just mention my name, please.
And sometimes you just need to talk to the principal. That's what we say here in America. I don't know what you guys have over there.
I totally agree with like Geordie said. You know, you've all got an absolute bang on point. Even what Chris was saying before, it's just like I say. Even the pros that are out there, you know, you talk like Martin O'Neill was on, and they're all saying, unfortunately, none of these contract negotiations, like I say, going back to the agents, have a favour towards the club. All of them favour the player, and it's how you pull that back. And,
well, we were talking in the green room, and what I said was, listen, if the player wants a release clause in the contract, fine, you can have your release clause, but the club want a get-out clause as well. Where if we are paying you £300 a week, 300 grand a week, and you're not performing, we can turn around and say, look, we're not paying you 300 grand a week anymore. We're going to pay you 100 grand a week. And balance the two between the...
I'll tell you what, because that is pure fantasy, isn't it? And
of course it is, yeah.
But the release clause you want is, this is the solution for Isak. This is the ideal solution if he sits with Al-Rumayyan. He says, right, okay, this is what we can afford to give you. We are not selling you to Liverpool. You can sit on this contract for 3 years. We aren't answering the phone to Liverpool. We'll give you this much a week increase on a new contract, and we'll give you a release clause. The release clause is 200 million quid for Liverpool. It's 100 million quid for any team outside the Premier League or whatever. You have a lower release clause to leave for a Barcelona or a Real Madrid. And I'm just saying 100 million there, but whatever.
Yeah, whatever.
Their market value would be 120.
That gets the cards back into our hands.
And then you have a gentleman's agreement. You see, if this time next summer, if Real Madrid come in, you go with our blessing. But we cannot allow you to go to Liverpool. And I think that's your ideal solution.
That's utopia.
How far has the horse bolted? You know, because to me, they should have said that like before they went to Austria or whatever.
Don't forget to smash the like button. It helps us a lot to keep growing. Subscribe to the channel, hit the bell for notifications, activate all notifications, that way you get notified every time we go live. And don't forget, you can become a member, get exclusive content, access to all of our live shows on demand at the time that you want. And also, of course, giveaways every month, sometimes multiple giveaways a month. So stay tuned for that. Check it out. Help support the channel. It's a small fee. And of course, you help us and grow. If you hate the Mackhams, smash that like button.
To save the bleeding races. When we got the wheel put on, away we went again. But them that had their noses broke, they came back our him. Some went to the dispensary, and some to Dr. Gibbs's, and some to the infirmary.